Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Nina Ribena's Art Journal Prompts and More. It's July week 1 and so time for a new mood board, and this is the mood board that Elaine Gardner has put together for us for this month. Now of course it's sea themed. Many of us are going into our holiday vacation time. I'm going away very soon, but I also appreciate that some of you are in your winter months. The ocean is there through all seasons, so if you want to give this a winter themed vibe, then feel free to do so. It might be the colours that are inspiring you looking at this. I think we've been doing this for long enough now to know that this can be interpreted in any way. So let's just have a look at these images just in a bit more detail. So of course we've got the harbour theme here with the yachts and the boats. We've also got a sandy beach here with some seashells on it, the ocean in the background, clear blue skies, you can see the waves. We've also got this hanging mobile here made out of shell, and then finally we've got another sandy beach theme with a seagull on it and a pair of flip-flops. So lots of room for interpretation here. We've got lots of colours going on, so I look forward to seeing how everybody decides to interpret the mood board. Now I've got an idea in mind, so I'm just going to whiz off now and grab some supplies and I'll be right back. This is the image that I'm going to be using for inspiration this week, and I'm going to try and do a seascape in alcohol inks. Let me just move that out of the way because I've got some glare because I've put my lights back on. These are the colours that I've chosen. I've chosen Stream, Sailboat Blue, Latte for the sand. My original thoughts were to either choose Sunshine Yellow or Butterscotch, but they were just too yellow. This is much better. I've tested these on a scratch piece of paper first, and then I've got some white and some gold. Now I don't know about anybody else who uses alcohol inks, but I don't get on very well with the Ranger mixatives. They just tend to blob in the page. They don't spread and mix very well, where I've heard really good things about the Pinata mixatives, and so I'm going to try these today. It'll be interesting to see how I get on. I'm also going to be using some alcohol blending solution. An alternative to blending solution is isopropyl alcohol with a tiny bit of glycerin added to it. So there you go. I am going to be working on my usual alcohol ink substrate, which is Kirkland Signature brand photo paper, and I always use the reverse side. So that's the shiny side that you would print photographs on. I use the back. It's a very similar surface to Yupo paper. I discovered this about 4 years ago and did a whole series of alcohol ink experiments, which those of you that have followed me since the beginning will remember me doing. So let's get started. I start off by adding some blending solution to my paper, and then adding a line of Sailboat Blue alcohol ink. Now the blending solution is to keep my alcohol inks open for longer. If I just applied the Sailboat Blue straight to the paper, it would just more or less dry instantly, whereas I want some movement. It also dilutes the ink slightly as well. So this is my sky, and as in the mood board, it's a beautiful sunny day, not a cloud in the sky, so that is the look that I'm going for. Now I'm not quite achieving the straight line that I wanted, so I'm just using a paintbrush here, a wide paintbrush, which I've dipped into some isopropyl alcohol. I'm using 99.9% isopropyl alcohol and just brushing it against my page. Now I'm using my hairdryer. Don't use a heat tool, whatever you do, on either Yupo paper or photo paper, because it would just buckle and melt it. So I'm just using my hairdryer on a low setting just to dry the alcohol inks quickly. Then I want that straight horizon line, so I'm just taking a baby wipe, which again I've dipped into isopropyl alcohol just to remove the ink that I don't want. So now I want to work on the sea. So again, I'm adding a line of the sailboat blue. Managed to splodge it everywhere, so I'm just removing the excess. Again, using a baby wipe dipped in isopropyl alcohol. Now, of course, alcohol inks have a mind of their own, so it's just much easier to control where the alcohol ink goes if you use paintbrushes, because otherwise it would just spread uncontrollably. So you'll see me use a mixture of different size, mainly flat paintbrushes to achieve my seascape here. This time I'm adding a line of the Stream alcohol ink, and again I'm spreading it with a flat paintbrush. This paintbrush has been dipped in isopropyl alcohol, again to help it spread more easily and to dilute it slightly. I'm tilting my paper upwards just to smooth the ink out, and then again drying with my hairdryer. Now, to give the illusion of some waves in the scape, I'm using the Pinata white. I said earlier, I just don't get on very well with the Ranger mixatives. They don't spread, they just tend to splodge on the page. I used two of the Pinata inks today, the white here and also gold, and I'm really impressed with them. Far more superior to the Ranger ones. So I'm tapping this across the page because I don't want a flat line. I just want to give that illusion of choppy waves, so just tapping up and down with my paintbrush before adding another layer of the blending solution and adding more sailboat blue to finish off my sea. Now I want to add a few more waves. I want the sea to be just a little bit less still. So I'm using the flat tip of the paintbrush this time just to add a few waves. And then I introduce some more of the Pinata white to the painting as well. Again, tapping that on with the smaller paintbrush. I've got the basic layout of the sky and the sea sorted out. I do work on it more later, and now I want to add the sand. So I'm using some blending solution again, then add latte and some of the Pinata gold, and I just decide to go in and spread this around with my finger. The gold is just so shiny, it's absolutely beautiful. It spreads wonderfully. As I've said, I'm really impressed with these Pinata inks. The line of the sand is just looking too straight and flat at the moment, and because alcohol inks are easily reactivated using either blending solution or isopropyl alcohol, I just take another paintbrush which I've dipped in isopropyl alcohol, and I'm just trying to make it look a little bit more natural. I want some brighter waves along that shoreline, and so this time I'm using some white acrylic paint. This is the Dina Wakley Media acrylic, and again just tapping it on with my paintbrush in the same way, but you'll notice that these waves are just much brighter than I would have achieved if I was using the Pinata alcohol ink. So here's my finished art journal page based on this month's mood board. I have glued it into this journal here. This is just a little notebook that I picked up from Hobbycraft here in the UK. They come in a pack of 3, I think, for £3, and it's just heavyweight cartridge paper, but you know, perfect for using as a journal, and I just use this for my alcohol ink projects. This page here measures 8 inches by 5.5 inches if anybody is interested. Now you can see that I've added a gull, and I improvised with this. I used a stamp set by Crafter's Companion, and I used this little bird here, and I stamped it in white acrylic paint and then rubbed away the feet. Here we go, you can see the bird's feet here. So I rubbed those away just with a flat brush, just something like this, just took them away. And then I've elongated the tail and the beak and just changed the shape of it just so that it looks more like a gull. Then I used black and white Posca paint pens then just to fill in more of the detail. I used a black Posca paint pen to add the beak and the eye. And then I used my Muji pen, my Japanese Muji pen then, just to add the legs. And so that was that, easy peasy. So let me just bring the mood board back. Of course, my inspiration came from this image here. Oh, hang on, there we go. So of course I've taken inspiration from the beach scene here and also from the gull on the beach. But, you know, as I've said, you can interpret this in any way you like. So I'm just going to leave that there for a second in case anybody wants to take a screenshot. You'll also find a copy of this in the Facebook group as usual. There is a photo album specifically for mood boards. So if you enjoyed my video today, as always, I'd really appreciate a thumbs up, and do let me know what you think in the comments below. And of course, I look forward to seeing how everybody else decides to interpret the mood board this month. So enjoy and take care, everyone. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.